welcome to BHC today. I should say, welcome to Chloe's house, because that's where you're at this morning, August 1st. I'm Pastor Dave, and thought we'd be a little bit more lighthearted today as we talked about one of the members of our house that she never comes to church. Don't know that she will, but she is certainly a favored member of our household. She's our love bug, and in some ways it seems like she kind of runs the household. At least she thinks she does. Chloe was born in 2013 and came to our home just shortly after that. And Grammy called her Chloe because she loved the name, and Chloe really loves on us as we love on her. I was thinking about all the traditions we have about how we live. Chloe really does believe that this is her house. She also believes, and when I say she believes, she acts like it. She believes that she knows when it's time to go to bed. She also knows when it's time that she should eat. She knows when it's time for me to get on the floor and play with her. She knows when I come in, if I greet her, and I usually do, she knows exactly what spot on her body she likes to have rubbed, like right here where I'm rubbing right now. She loves that. And so Chloe contributes to our household, I guess, in giving us this precious little puppy that we just get to love on, and in turn, she loves us. She's soon going to be 10 years old, and she has lived really only in this one house all that time. She's taken one trip with us, and she was a very nervous puppy to travel with, but she really likes her home. Now, sometimes when I come home at night, she will let us have dinner, and then shortly after dinner, she will be running to me with one of her favorite toys right here, and she'll want me to play with her, and so that's her invitation for me to get on the floor. And so I will get on the floor, and a lot of times what I'll do is I will tap on the floor, and she's really being a little bit self-conscious right now, but eventually what she'll do is she'll turn over for me like this. She'll turn over for Papa. There we go. She'll turn over like this, and she'll just lay there, and she and I will rub and rub and rub, and she will nibble at my fingers, and she will be so happy. And she will sometimes do that. She'll get her little toy in her mouth, and she'll play, and we're back and forth. And then at a certain point, I will pick her up like this, and I will hold her like a baby. Now, she doesn't care for this very much, but she will let me hold her like a baby, and she'll look up into my eyes, and she'll smell whatever I had for dinner, and I will reach and I say, oh, do you know how much Papa loves you? And she will think about it, and then sometimes I will talk to her, and I'll just ask her if she's had a good day and she's taken good care of Grammy, and she'll look at my eyes, and then I can understand exactly what she's thinking. She doesn't like to do this for a lengthy period of time, but here she's just cooperating, and she loves to be cuddled, and she loves to cuddle now. She thinks that time's about over, but I will hold her back a little bit, and she'll lay her head down. Chloe, and I think there are many Chloes in our lives, whether they're, no matter what their name is, but Chloe, she loves us, we love her, and we just really can't imagine life without Chloe. And I think about Chloe as I think about life, and I think about God's love, and I am amazed that she came into our lives. We really didn't, we had nothing to do with her birth. We received into our lives. We actually paid some money so we could have Chloe in our lives. And then as she grew, she had a time where she was very sick. And so we took her to the doctor and spent money on her so she would get all better. And indeed, she's on medicines like so many people are in Sun City. And that's keeping her well and happy. But I think having Chloe in our lives is really mostly about love. Our love for her love for us, and the joy that she brings us. And there are times when, as with every puppy, we have to get after Chloe. She may do something that's out of the boundaries of what we want to run our household like, and so we'll get after her. Grammy will be very firm with her. Grammy is far more effective disciplinary than I am. She will see it through, and Chloe will, when she's disciplined, she'll maybe go into the other room with her tail behind her, and Grammy will have to coax her out and remind her that she loves her, so then life goes back to normal. But I think about all the similarities between God's love for us and our love for Chloe, and it sounds a little bit like a stretch, and yet it's this love that we surround Chloe with to make sure she's well, to make sure she's happy, to show her the affection, and then she returns it to us. But the environment is one that we're looking after her for her best interest, and sometimes that requires discipline. I think about God's love for us, and even though it's a stretch to think about our love for Chloe and his love for us, it's still love, and the reality is that his love for us has no boundaries. His love for us is always trying to provide for us and create this environment for us and create in us an environment so that as he has created life, we live in it as he has created it. And there are times which he has to reboot our hearts. He has to reformat a little bit of our character by his grace, but always done so in love. Well, for Chloe, that's what we do too. We love her to make sure that she has everything she needs, but we also make sure that she lives right. She has a healthy life. She knows boundaries. God does that for us, and we're so thankful for it. So today, we celebrate Chloe, and she's glad you've come to her house to visit a little bit. And we celebrate God's love for us, knowing that there are no boundaries to his love, and we give thanks. So we hope you have a great day. From Chloe to you, she expresses her love. She's really being a good girl, I think, don't you? And of course, I'm holding on to her firmly. But we trust and pray that you have a wonderful day. And if you have a Chloe in your life, a puppy in your life, let that puppy love on you as God has created that puppy to love on you. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.